decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation. We're very delighted that you are here. The numbers are growing, and you still would like very much to invite anyone you know, like, and love to this presentation overview, this conversation that will be held this evening. First and foremost, I want to welcome you because you could have been anywhere else on a Saturday night and you chose to be here with us, and we are grateful. You're going to learn of announcements. You're going to learn of a particular campaign that Team Believe is running as relates to bankers and growing your business. But first and foremost, we want to give way to welcome and conversation from our esteemed president, head of Bancus, Mr. Al Arends. Mr. Al, are you available this evening to share some words?
Yes, sir, Mr. Eric. How are you tonight, young man?
I'm rich.
Of course you are, and welcome everybody. I'm just grateful to be invited to be on this call and want to just again congratulate all of you that are here because this is what it's about right now. You are the committed crew that we look for, the people that are willing to do whatever it takes to have what others won't ever have, to do what others won't do, and that is so exciting. And tonight is a night where we come together, and Mr. Eric here in his leadership calls it a super Saturday, but I think every day is super in Bancus, in my opinion, because it's what we make it, it's what we do with it. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been a challenge, as you all know. In fact, all of you here, I believe, are members and have been on this journey with us. And it's been challenging at times. We understand. But sometimes that's the price we have to pay. It's called priced. You pay the price of sacrifice. You give up to go up. You do whatever it takes. And that's what all of you have been doing these last several months. And I'm happy to and pleased to say that I'm sure, looking at the WhatsApp group, seeing cards being received. And that is just exciting news. Exciting news because people who have ordered their cards and never received their cards, because, of course, as you know, we halted delivery of cards because they were not 100% at the time. That wasn't an easy decision to make for the company to say we're going to hold off sending out our cards because that is how Bancus creates their revenue. That is our revenue model. And yet we decided to wait till the cards were 100%, and they are today. The cards going out that are being received, as you see in a WhatsApp group, people getting their cards, those are 100% operational. I have one here right in my hand, and this card works at the ATMs as well as it is a Visa card. Now, some people are asking some questions, which are good, and we're always answering questions because some of the cards don't look exactly like this card. Why is that? They're Visa cards, but they may not have the same design. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, our plastic cards that'll be coming out are just going to have this logo on them right here because we are now in metal cards, we are producing our own cards. And so what's important about these cards that are being received are the first four letters, four numbers, 4830. That is the BIN, the banking index number. One of the companies we acquired two companies, as you may know. And that BIN, the number 4830, is active. Okay, so if your card that you're receiving doesn't exactly look like this, it might not have this strip on the bottom saying Visa, as long as it says 4830, it is the right BIN number. It will absolutely work. So what's exciting about that is we are now, in fact, if I may, Mr. Eric, share the screen for a minute here.
Absolutely, sir.
Let me bring something up for everybody because maybe you saw this before and maybe you did not, but I want to share with you what's been going on behind the scenes. When I was in Mexico City just a few weeks ago, what we've been doing behind the scenes so you have a good understanding. And in fact, right, can you see my screen, Mr. Eric? Or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can.
Okay, right here, everybody. This is Mr. Isham. He is now, we are building and manufacturing our own metal cards. That machine there runs day and night. And this young man works day and night, does not stop. And those are the metal cards that we're now doing in house, where we have more control over inventory. And that is something we want to accomplish. But in order to do that, you have to be approved to do that. You have to work with MasterCard or Visa and get approved to do that, everybody. So just want to share that with you. Now, the plastic cards we have coming in, thousands of them coming in as well. And they're just probably going to have this logo, like Mr. Eric's or Mr. Neville's nice hat that they have. You guys look good in those hats. Just that logo. That'll be the plastic card. And why we're doing that? Because we're keeping it a simple logo, because some of those cards will be used for the private brand program. They'll have the logo of the company on there and our small logo in the corner. So behind the scenes, gang, lots is happening. Let me share with you something else. This was a new corporate office that we just opened up April 1st. You can see this, Mr. Eric.
Yes, sir.
And this is because what it demonstrates, ladies and gentlemen, as our company is evolving and growing, we're looking at being, there's my office there. I'm happy to have beautiful views, as you can see. We're on the 19th floor. But what's important about that, everybody, is that we are not going anywhere. We're growing. We're sustainable, long term. Even though we've had some challenges, we are building and growing. In fact, here is the conference room we have. Now, we still have the other office. That's more for staffing. This is the corporate offices. There you see Mr. Alejandro putting his legs up. There's Angela. And so I want to share this with you all because we're going to be doing a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, that we're unofficially announcing at the moment. But I want you to be the first to know. And that challenge is that if you are able to achieve something that Mr. Eric here has achieved, Mr. Neville here has achieved, Mr.
Babu.
Mabu, excuse me, thank you, has achieved. These gentlemen are in the Elite Eagles Club now, 100 plus, personally sponsored. And they're all competing in a good, healthy competition. They're all running the race, but they have qualified to have a all expense paid trip to our corporate office in Mexico City. And that is going to be a challenge for each and every one of you to come to the corporate office, meet the founders, meet the staff. It's going to be an awesome experience. And we're going to be officially launching that. It's unofficial at the moment. So I'm giving you all a head start in this race, if you will. And you're not competing with anyone else but yourself, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth. And the last thing I want to mention, Mr. Eric, is when I was in Mexico City, some of you know we had the opportunity to meet with the mayor of the state of Mexico in the country of Mexico, in Mexico City. And we have been officially accepted, let's have a drum roll here, as the official Bancus card for Mexico City World Cup. Yes, the World Cup, 6.2 million people are coming, visitors are coming to Mexico City, and we are the official Bancus card, digital card for the World Cup in Mexico. Exciting, exciting news. So I just want to share that with you on this Super Saturday, because in my opinion, it's a super year. We're just going to have an amazing time. Cards are being received. Okay, we are close to getting the Apple Pay Google Wallet. We're waiting on Apple. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Bancus is waiting on Apple and Google to get this finalized, approved, as well as getting very close to lifting our maintenance. And when we do that, all your cards will be operational. Okay, if you have the old Visa or MasterCard, whatever, they're all going to be operational. And therefore, we're looking forward to that happening. I'm expecting that to happen this month. This month. Okay, so good news, everybody. Exciting to be here with you tonight on this Super Saturday. But again, I think this is a super year, and Mr. Eric here is an amazing leader, and Mr. Neville as well. This team believe is the biggest team in Bancus right now, the number one team, and in fact, our team overall, the latest numbers 34,620. That is amazing. Amazing. We have the most card members in the company and growing. So it's all because of you. You're our community. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And it's going to be exciting to meet you in Mexico City, the corporate office. I just want to see a show of hands, Mr. Eric. A show of hands is who is going to join that club? Raise your hand physically, electronically. Dion's hand is up. Ben's hand is up. That's what I'm talking about. Who else is going to be joining us in Mexico City? Who else is going to make that claim that? Brian Lewis's hand is up. Melvin's hand is up. Who else is going to be with us? All expense paid trip. Cavi, I believe it is. Darren, welcome. Awesome. Who else will be with us? Come on, we have to show up. We have to represent. We have to represent. Team Mexico was just at the corporate office this week. They were representing Team Mexico, another team. What about Team Believe? Ron Jones, hand is up. Anybody else going to make that, claim that to the universe? Starting now. I'm not going to give you the final date. Start right now. It's about starting tonight, right after this event. Make that your goal. 100 personally sponsored, because then you're going to get massive, passive residual income like Mr. Eric here, Mr. Neville, Mr. Mabu, and you. Each and every one of you can do it. So once again, Mr. Eric, thank you. We appreciate your leadership and support. And I think that hat looks better on you than me, I'll tell you.
Well, it's like beauty; it's in the eyes of the beholder. So that's out for debate. But
And
thank you,
by
brother
the way,
Al.
everybody, we're going to be opening up a website soon where you're going to be able to get your hats. Who here wants one of these hats? Raise your hand if you want a hat. Or we've got jerseys coming, we got hoodies coming, we got mugs coming, we got gym shoes coming. Who else wants to get one of these very, very rare Bancus hats? All right, I see the hands going up. All right, all right. Well, I'll tell you this. You come to Mexico City, you're going to get one of these hats. You're going to get a goodie bag, a swag bag. You're going to get probably a jersey. You're going to get a coffee mug. Yes, you're going to get some fun stuff. So make it your goal to join that elite club 100 plus. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you, sir. And he made mention a couple of times to one of our esteemed leaders in Bankers. He made mention of Mr. Neville Easley, who I don't have to look far over my shoulder now to see where he's at. I can actually feel heat on my earlobe. Brother Neville, you have anything like to share with the family this evening?
Just want to thank you, brother Eric and brother Al, for this opportunity because it wasn't for you and back in August, I wouldn't know about it. But you exposed this to me at the right time because I didn't have a card. I was looking for a card, and this was right down my arena, my road. And I'm just happy to share this amazing product with the world because so many people that are looking for this particular product, and they're asking, well, I have crypto on a project, but how do I get it out? So now you have that solution. And, I've been dealing with people in the centralized sector having challenges with transacting. And I explain to them, main thing is getting educated. When you come to these type of Zooms, you're getting educated, and you have to kind of think outside and move away from the centralized sector to the decentralized sector because you
Mm-hmm.
have less headaches when it comes to moving your own money around. So that's the advantage that we have here in so many different. I just came from doing some shopping with my card. So, you know, it's amazing experience. You can walk up and you can, I don't even look at my bank cards. Bancus is in my pocket. So me and my wife had a breakfast earlier. So, I always say I'm a product of the product. When you use a product and you see it working, it just continues to bring you relief, brings you peace of mind, brings you confidence. And many people that I'm coming across in the space, they already know about this platform. And the word is just continue to expand, because word of mouth, is the most powerful form of advertisement.
Sure.
And we know that people know this is an asset. This is an asset that we able to um, build our portfolios around with our projects. And, I love the ownership. And I can't wait to meet these guys in Mexico now and Eric and hug some necks and take this well into the future, years upon years. That's the goal over here. We want to build a legacy and spread this down to even our families, which people are doing right now. So I want to educate my family because they're not in the space yet. But some
Mm-hmm.
people have to watch and see you do things, and eventually they'll see it because crypto is only going to continue to expand. And more people are going to have to gravitate to it. So it's based on, again, education, and somebody has to share it with you, and you have to keep an open mind, and you're in the right place at the right time. So thank you guys. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Eric, can I share
Yes,
one
sir.
more thing? One more thing, everybody.
Absolutely.
For those of you that are going to be coming to Mexico City with us, and I hope it's each and every one of you, we want to pack that office out. Let me show you something else we're going to do while we're there. We're going to have a little fun. I hope you're all up for a little fun. Let me bring it up. Can you see my screen, Mr. Eric?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, let me play with this thing here. We'll get it. There we go. Okay. And just so everybody who comes, we're going to have a little chance to go on this.
We.
That is Air Bancus One, ladies and gentlemen. You'll be coming up in the air. Mr. Charlie, our founder, is a commercial pilot. He's been with the airlines for 20 years. And we'll be taking a ride in Air Bancus around Mexico City. What do you think about that, Mr. Neville?
Nice plane, nice and branded.
Will you be coming up with us in the plane?
Maybe I'll give me a parachute as well with Bankers on it.
Well, Mr. Charlie is like I said, he's a commercial airline pilot for 20 years with Mexicala and other major commercial airlines. And he's the pilot, and he'll be taking us around on a trip there while we're there at the offices, going around Mexico City. You'll get an aerial view of everything. Amazing. So looking forward to everybody coming to Mexico City.
Thank you, Brother Al. Folks, we have our hands on something great. And I don't want you to be under any illusion that is less than that. Great. And I appreciate what Brother Al had conveyed day in and day out over the months of uh, service with Bankers. He says Bankers is better. Day to day, we grow, we improve, and we show out. All right. You're about to see some really phenomenal things happen in this opportunity. And I want to direct you to the chat first in the event that you have not gone to it. In the chat, you'll find that Bankers was highlighted by New York Finance. A major article came out just to give you an idea of our president, our founder, Mr. Alejandro Castro, and that which Bankers is doing. So if you look to the chat, which I'm going to repost for those who might have come late, you'll be able to see it in just a moment. Give me 1 second, please. So I'm going to repost that in the chat so that you can see it, pull it down, save it for yourselves, so you know there's something going on here. All right, that's one. The uh, next piece here that I want you to embrace is the WhatsApp group. Our WhatsApp group is designed to keep us informed, keep us abreast of everything Bancus. And so Team Believe has a WhatsApp group that we encourage you to be a part of for those kind of notifications, for those updates. Every now and again, we open up the platform where you can exchange information, uh, give over testimonies, raise questions. All those things happen every now and again. But that space is literally for communicating updates, notifications, testimonies. In fact, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to share one with you here that I shared with uh, Al and others from Miss Carrie Ann in Jamaica. And I want you to pay attention to it. I'm going to pull it up. Give me a moment here while I find it. So I got ahead of myself.
Excuse me, Eric, while you're looking for
Yes, sir.
that, may I jump in?
Sure.
But by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the article that Eric mentioned that he'll be posting, I just want to make everybody aware it's regarding our tokenization. And what transpired is that Bancus has now a token, okay, that is a real world asset. However, here in the United States, and I assume most people here on this call are from the United States, we are now working through with the legal department to make sure to see if that can be made available to the US as well. So I just want to clarify that for everybody. There is a real world asset token that has been released on the international market. Okay, and it's tied directly to the valuation of our company, which is about 300 million. Okay, or excuse me, 30 million.
30. Mm-hmm.
But that is a tokenist process. So my strong encouragement suggestion is wait till we get the final word on that. But we're seeing if we can make that available, okay, to North America, given the changes going on in the securities area. Okay, so we'll make that announcement. I just want to make that clear for everybody because that's kind of a gray area right now. You're welcome to do whatever you think is fit for you. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a lawyer, but that's just my suggestion. Thank you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you, sir. All right. Take a listen, dear folks.
Hey, Pastor, how you doing? I was going to share my the good news in the group, but I realized that it's only admin alone can send message in the group. But I got my Bancus card today. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I I called so many persons and I told them about it, and they want to sign up. They want to join. They want to join Bancus, and I'm so just so excited. This is going to make my life a way more easier. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to put some crypto on it, and I'm just going to go um to Sam's Club and Walmart and Old Navy, and I'm just going to shop till I drop. I am so excited. I'm telling you, Pastor. It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. You know, I am just happy that I got. And the card is so heavy. This is metal. This is truly metal. The card has weight. I'm happy that I ordered the metal one. I'm really happy that I ordered the metal one. It's the heaviest card I've ever owned. Yes, man. This is a real deal.
I just wanted to be able to share that. And there are dozens of testimonies coming in and have been coming in throughout the week as a result of promises being delivered. So I want to share this operation with you. And first and foremost, well, not first and foremost, but I want to share with you first the campaign that Team Believe is under. I want to show you how to be a part of it if you have this interest to build a massive business for yourselves. Bancus 3K, massively build your business. This session, the first session will take place Sunday, tomorrow, April 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern in the United States time zone. But it's not open to everybody. It's only open to those who are looking to build a business. The Zoom location is provided after your registration. Many of you have registered, and we thank you. Now, how did that registration occur? First and foremost, you must be a member of Bankers to attend this event to register. Meaning, you got a referral link from someone and you signed up for the app. It's just that simple, right? Next, you want to email the message Bankers 3K. You want to email that message with your full name, email address, phone number, and the name of your bank's sponsor or nearest upline person. You want to email it to thewealthminister@gmail.com. That goes to thewealthminister@gmail.com. We're going to show you how to build this business. Okay, so this is what I want. I want for you all to take a screenshot of this. And each one of you, once you got your screenshot, just unmute your mic and say, got it. That's all we want you to say. Just got it. Let's go.
Got it.
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 All right. So what it's designed to do, folks, is simply grow and elevate your business. I'm going to share with you those measures that I've taken, those things that I do to give you thousands of people within the next 90 days. Within the next 90 days. And it's really simple. Why? Because everybody wants it, folks. Here's a quick question, and this one's by a show of hands. All right. I want to ask you. Hold on a second. Let me get these folks out of my way on my device. I want to ask you, if there was a way to earn recurring income from a debit card network, would you want details or not? Let me see some hands. If there was a way that you can earn recurring meaning repeated over and over income from a debit card network, would you want details on it? Well, needless to say, folks, this is what you have in your hand in Bancus. This is what you have. In fact, every Tuesday and every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern, respectively, on the screen, on the platform you see on the screen, you're going to find that we offer this opportunity to spend crypto like cash and to earn an income. Mr. Arends, who many of you just heard from, is president of Bancus. This is a corporate level conversation by which people engage and share the successes, share the opportunity, and share the reality of being able to utilize your crypto and spend it as cash. In fact, do you know that there's a lot of talk about wealth building, and being millionaires? I've happened to have that experience. And I'm going to share with you a couple of things. One, a wealth builder is one who creates multiple sources of income. In order to build wealth, you have to have multiple sources of income. I'm not talking about a conglomerate of everything being the same thing. That's just spinning plates. That's not what we're talking about. Multiple sources of income means that you have revenue coming to you passively, residually, and you have it in different amounts, different variances from different parts of the globe. You have it coming in while you're asleep, as Brother Neville often celebrates. There's some of us on the platforms today that are earning more in our sleep than we can ever spend awake. That's a lifestyle shift. Now, in order to enjoy something like that, there are certain measures that need to be put in place. In this industrial age that we just come out of, your average millionaire reached that point anywhere between 55 and 57 years of age. Did you know that? The age of old money, the age of brick and mortar, didn't see millionaires on average until they were somewhere between 55 and 57 years old. Their first million. And so I don't want anyone here under the illusion that it's too late to earn it or to make it. It's too late. No, sir. No, ma'am. There's no such animal here. Okay. However, when you are positioned like we are in Bancus, I want to show you the power of the opportunity. How many of you, by show of hands, believe that cryptocurrency is here to stay? Yeah. Yeah. So you're aware of the obvious. Blockchain technology is here to stay. Smart contracts are the order of engagement. They are the rules of engagement today in this new age of money and this new age of technology. I'm spending time here because I want you to understand something. When you and I are positioned to work with the new age of money and the new age of technology, both created to perform in the time that it's in, and we're here, that means we are in the front of the new movement of money. In fact, we are forerunners in this new movement of money. Why? Because mass adoption has yet to reach. Oh, we see some things worthy of celebrating, but it has not yet been reached. Imagine a world where you have so much revenue coming in as a result of being in front of the opportunity that you'll have very little to do with. I mean, how would you like to be, as my mentor told me, he said, your goal should be for the remainder of your life is to earn so much money that you have no use for it. Well, I would like to see that realized, and I'm sharing with others because I would like for that realization to be yours as well. I'm saying that to say the new age of money, I want you to hear this really good. The new age of money, the new age of technology are making on average new millionaires between their early 20s and mid 30s. That's almost a 30-year closure of gap to wealth. There is no greater time in the history of commerce to earn income as now. So we want you to pay close attention, and we want you to join these presentations and know that, hey, you may not have come from a wealthy family, but that wealthy family can come from you. And what you're doing today with Bancus is simply positioning yourselves for an opportunity to enjoy some of that. You're going to learn about the recurring income, the passive residual income that we have here as well. Now, Bancus, we're here every Saturday evening, God willing, 8 p.m. Eastern in the United States time zone over Zoom. You want to take a screenshot of that? The meeting ID and passcode that brought you here is on the screen. You want to share with everyone you know, like, and love. Okay, now we declare ourselves as a decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation. And to understand it simply, when we say decentralized, we only mean private. Bancus leans heavily and believes heavily in the privacy of its community, of its members. All right. So there's certain things that have happened here that transpire here that allow us to take advantage of and have respect for the privacy, show the respect for the privacy that we can garner. Because I'm gonna tell you in a couple of days, that privacy is not going to be there. So being ahead of it now is really important because mass adoption means that eventually banks are going to want to be a part of it. Eventually, holding companies will want to be a part of it. Eventually, governments want to intervene. Regulations want to come into play. And all those things have their place. And in nations and societies, yes, it has a necessity. You and I, however, are in the forefront of it where we get to pick and choose what we want to be public, what we want to be private, what we want to be secure. And that's the space you're in with Bancus. The decentralized cryptocurrency debit card operation is here. And in case you don't know, Bancus stands endearingly for the Bank of Us. Now, I want to show you a little bit into the ecosystem, but I want to show it to you from the way that the cards are moving. Many of you are receiving cards throughout the country and the world. We saw people getting it in Hawaii. We saw people getting in Jamaica and Trinidad and throughout the U.S. We've seen just recently some of those received in Nigeria and Ghana. We want to show you in India. We want to show you the current promotion. This promotion is still going. The video's a little older, but it speaks volumes to where we are, what our ecosystem does, and how you can impact it in terms of banking. So you're going to learn about that in just a moment. Okay, you're going to learn about Bancus, our relationship as it relates to the difference between digital banking and traditional banks, what banks offer, what does Bancus offer rather, fees that are incorporated in Bancus and how their fees benefit us. You're going to learn about the card ecosystem I just mentioned, sales commissions, and top-up commissions. We mentioned to you there's two things that Bancus does primarily. We're not an exchange, we're a payment system, a global payment system that allows you to spend your crypto like cash and or earn an income if that's your choice through sales commissions and top-up commissions. So let's take a look at what Bancus is about. Bancus is a next-generation digital bank and fintech that integrates global financial services with an ecosystem of purpose-driven growth. They provide simple and secure access to international banking products, rewards programs, and digital tools that drive financial development. It's designed for emerging markets. They offer turnkey payment solutions for businesses and communities, enabling the creation, management, and implementation of financial programs. They foster member loyalty and optimize development time and cost through scalable, efficient, and fast to deploy technology. Now, Bancus has three components that I want to share with you here. We're talking about vision, we're talking about mission, and we're talking about purpose. When we speak to vision, to become the world's leading, most trusted, and fastest growing digital financial institution, building a global financial network driven by innovation, security, and inclusion is the vision. Now, has it been realized yet? Well, vision is something that is beyond us, forbearing. It's in sight. It's in radar, on radar. And because we can see it in our minds, we can hold it in our hands. How many of you know a company that allows you to work with both Visa and MasterCard within the same company? Doesn't happen. Bancus has grown in its innovation, has grown in its capitalization, is growing in its technological advancements and relationships with finance. As a mission, to provide high quality digital financial solutions accessible to everyone, combining technology, education, and a collaborative model that enhances the economic growth of each user. And their purpose, to drive the financial progress of millions of people by democratizing access to global, secure, and simple banking solutions. Now, it's all about freedom, folks, the freedom to exercise. It's also mainly about ownership and control. The more ownership you have over a matter, the more control you have over a matter. Make sense? So the core values of Bancus: trust, security, innovation, financial inclusion, community, and excellence, day to day is showing itself more and more, proving it's worth the wait, as you heard the testimony from the young lady out of Jamaica. Now, there is a difference between traditional banking and digital banking of which Bancus is a part of. In traditional banking, now mind you, we didn't know what we didn't know. Now that we have a clean glass to put against a dirty glass, now we know which ones we want to drink from. When you look at banks traditionally, what they've been now famous for or infamous, right? High fees for international transfers and payments, slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of crypto integration, geographic restrictions and limited access, limited service hours and low operational availability, strict account opening requirements, limited user control and privacy, financial exclusion of millions, dependence on third parties to validate transactions. And this should be a crime before God and man. Now that we know how it's been utilized, because a handful of folks, 13 as a matter of fact, decided to get together on an island known as Jekyll Island, Georgia, and they made an agreement and they used terminologies and they used words and phrases to make it appear legitimate and legal or government run or federal. And it is anything but that. So that trick has been shown for ages. And when you talk about magic, well, it's never magic once the trick has been exposed. The trick has been exposed. What does digital banking today offer in this new age, this 21st century, this 2026? Let's look at how it impacts in bankers. Digital banking offers low and transparent fees powered by blockchain technology. Instant transactions without intermediaries. No one between you and your money. Integrated multi-currency crypto wallet in one app. Global access from any country with internet connection. Platform available 24 hours, 7 days a week without interruptions. Fast paperless registration. Full control of your funds without centralized entities, meaning people in your business. Okay? Financial inclusion through mobile access and physical Visa and MasterCards made available. And blockchain technology ensures security, traceability, and autonomy. We're almost business finished, but this is how Bancus and what Bancus offers. Fast registration. I saw someone place in the chat a moment ago celebrating the fact there's no KYC. KYC is an acronym that stands for Know Your Customer or Know Your Client. And this is what sets bankers apart. It helps us to remain borderless. There's not a nation on earth we can't do business with. We're now currently in 180 countries around the world. All you need is an email and a username. No information about you as the customer or client, and this eliminates borders. Now, how this is possible is through decentralization. Remember, when we say decentralized, private. Now, you control your account and assets, no banks, no central authorities, through decentralization. And you have the advantage of utilizing both major card networks, Visa and MasterCard, inside one app, inside of one community. Folks, you can use them in stores, ATMs, contactless payment systems via Google Wallet and Apple Pay soon to come, and on platforms worldwide without restrictions. The other thing that Bancus offers, crypto top-up, USDT and USDC. This is a crypto in, cash out opportunity. I want you to type in the chat, crypto in, cash out. Crypto in, cash out. I want to see it in the chat because I want us to understand the dynamic of which I'm about to explain. Crypto in, cash out. This is what we mean. In order to make deposits into the app that you received through referral link, you have to utilize the new age of money, cryptocurrency. See, the person that invited you, they sent you a link. That link is designed for you to click upon on your Android or your iPhone device. You click on that link, and that link opens up a platform where it allows you to scroll across and then eventually get to the installation process. So you can't get this on in Google Store or Apple Store or Google Play, whatever you call them. You can't download from there. The referral link you receive from your inviter is the link that the app is generated through. So when you click on the link and you scroll through the screens, you're going to get to a screen that allows you to install the application. When you get to that screen, you just follow the prompts to do exactly what it says. Okay, now that it's installed, what's next? Well, it's a crypto in operation. So you need to purchase or exchange crypto from wherever you're holding it, USDT or USDC, and its respective network. You're going to share it as a deposit into Bancus. So it's crypto in. How does it become cash out? Glad you asked. Because once that deposit of cryptocurrency is there, then you would simply take whatever portion of that deposit you have there to upload to your card. See, the deposit is one thing. To make use of your card is simply another. And what you're going to do is then upload how much of that deposit you want to utilize on your card in order to enjoy the promise of a global payment system. So that's how that part works. Crypto top ups. So when you take the money from your deposit and put it onto your card, that's known as a top up. It's also known as a load. Okay. And this is a phenomenal space because you're going to learn how that action in and of itself rewards you residually and passively. We'll get to that in a moment. Global payment and purchases make international transactions effortlessly with no hidden fees. And here's the part that I really love. Remember how we went through the last screen when we were talking about bankers, digital banking versus traditional banking, and it opened up talking about low cost, low fees. Nothing gets lower than free. Listen, you can send and receive funds instantly between Bancus users, those that you've registered, those that are registered in the network. All you need is the email address associated with their registration, with their app, rather. Okay. And you can then send money between them, crypto between them worldwide and free of charge. It gets better, folks. Listen, global accessibility, intuitive and secure app. Simply put, this is available to anyone, everywhere in the world. Just an internet connection is required. And the app in of itself, meaning the app is private, the app is decentralized, it operates from your phone, it operates from Android or Apple, iPhone rather, and it has a user-friendly interface, simple navigation, and blockchain technology that ensures transparency and protection. And last, I want to explain something to you that for years has been an obstacle for people as it dealt with money, the exchange of money, the conversions of money. All through airports, you've seen currency exchanges. You used to see them in train stations. Globally, you still see some in train stations. You can go to banks and you can have a currency that you're traveling with and you want to convert it to the local currency. It doesn't come without costs or fees, all that kind of stuff. I want you to know how your money works at Bancus. First, we have what's known as decentralized personal custody. Now, think of this as the user because that's who you are. Okay. Users retain 100% control of their crypto assets from any personal wallet or exchange. Bankers does not intervene in initial custody. Wherever you bring your USDT or USDC from, that is your choice, your option, and Bankers has nothing to do with that. You meet the requirements to have it deposited onto your app. It comes in with your permission only and solely. Now, crypto to fiat conversion, this is a beautiful thing. Crypto assets are converted into fiat currency. Remember, I said crypto in, cash out, right? Crypto assets are converted into fiat currency through a regulated process, enabling local currency withdrawals at Visas and MasterCards hosting of ATMs, whatever the ATM is, right? Now, I'm flat out excited because myself or the leaders on this platform get to make use of this phenomenal card, right? and we can go to the ATM, and we can go to the ATM with this card, and we can absolutely withdraw the US equivalent to whatever the local currency is. What do I mean there? There's a company that we don't have to have any interaction with, but we're deeply appreciative of, known as CryptoLat. CryptoLat is a bridge exchange, folks. And what happens is users voluntarily transfer their funds into the Bancus app wallet. It automatically connects to the CryptoLat as a bridge exchange. So you don't have to go through any kind of currency exchange. It happens for you within the app during your live interaction of withdrawals or purchases. Okay. So let's say for the ATM, I go to the ATM with this heavy, magnificent card. I'm trying to get into the screen so you can see it again. It's here somewhere. All right, there it is. I can take this card. I can go to the ATM. I can put the card in the ATM, and I put in my PIN number, and I follow the prompts that all these positions follow. And then what I do is determine how much I want to withdraw. Now, if I want to withdraw $100, many of you are here from there's few from Trinidad, there's a few from Jamaica. I know the TNT, it doesn't go anywhere outside of Trinidad, right? The currency there. Okay. In Jamaica, we have the Jamaican dollar. The Jamaican dollar is valued at $150 to every one US dollar. TNT carries the same, more rather, in terms of that inflationary model. But I want you to think on this. You go to your ATM or you go to your bank and you have your Bancus debit card and you want to withdraw 100 US. That 100 US is received in any country you're in the equivalent of the local currency. So if I'm in Jamaica, Jamaica is 150 to 1 US dollar, and I withdraw $100, I'm withdrawing 15,000 Jamaican. You understand? It stretches your ability to spend and gives relief to those of you earning a paycheck. Do you know that in the United States, as celebrated as it is for all of its abundance, right? Do you know that it's one of the largest foreclosing of homes of any country anywhere in the world, if not the largest? In fact, most people in the United States, they determined that 87% of its population who were facing foreclosure or the loss of their home because they could not pay the banks. Do you know all they needed was an additional $500 a month beyond their check on average to keep their homes? This opportunity in banking positions you to earn an income beyond your check. And if you do it in the way that we recommend and will show tomorrow, you'll be surprised on what kind of leveraging you'll be able to give to yourselves. So CryptoLat allows you to make these exchanges, make these conversions, and you've never met them, won't meet them, probably won't ever know the CEO of that company. But one thing's for sure, you know they're working on your behalf. Users voluntarily transfer their funds into their Bancus app wallet. That's the power of the decentralized personal custody. Now, as you utilize it inside your wallet, the USD equivalent of what you're holding in crypto can be uploaded to your card, and your card can use it as cash. Remember, crypto in, cash out. And then again, we want to remind you of the local currency usability. Control always remains in your hands, folks, with no intermediaries involved. It is yours. Now, I want to show you how the Bancus cards work in this wonderful ecosystem, that which we control. And I want to show it to you from a video presentation I mentioned earlier that gives you the gist of it. There have been some modifications since its release. However, this video, in a nutshell, will give you exactly what the cards represent.
Welcome to the Bancus card ecosystem, where we have three options on which you can choose to spend your valuable and hard-earned crypto. Introducing Bancus Go. Now this is a tokenized digital card and it is available on Apple Pay and Google Wallet, which is groundbreaking because that means that you can use your card anywhere in the world without having a physical card with you. And the daily top-up limit, you can see it's up to $2,500. Monthly top-up limit up to 75,000 US dollars, and it's instant use as mentioned, no physical card required, advanced mobile payment security. So if you do sign up, this is the one card that you can use not now but right now. Introducing Bancus One. This is a global use card. It's also contactless payments can be used via Google Wallet and Apple Pay. And this is a good card. Why? Because it's a tap and go. So if you like quick payments, you can just tap this card and it's ready to go. And this is also accepted at over 150 million merchants in over 200 countries, ATM withdrawals as well. And the daily payment limit or the daily spending is up to $5,000. And the monthly spending as well is up to $150,000. So all of that has been increased. And the daily ATM withdrawal limit is $500. And this is a beautiful card. And it's highly recommended for those that are on the go and like to tap and pay. This is the one for you, Bancus One. Introducing Bancus One Elite, and the name says it all. This is a premium metal card. This gives you that VIP feeling. And this can also be used and loaded on your Google Wallet and Apple Pay. It also has NFC-enabled services. Now this you can use for online purchases, ATM withdrawals, and the daily payment spending here is up to $15,000, and the monthly payment spending here is up to $450,000. So that you can also have the possibility to increase the daily and monthly limit at the user's request, and that is a true Rolls-Royce experience. And here the ATM daily limit is $500. And as I mentioned, premium metal design available and accepted in over 150 million merchants in over 200 countries. So that's the one for you if you like to spend big, the Bancus One Elite. So those are your three options that you have to choose from. And as always, please get back to the person who invited you to watch this video and let them know you want to get started. Now just for this month, the month of February 2026, you can now get the Bancus Go for free, $25 saving if you buy either the Bancus One or the Bancus One Elite, and Bancus will give you a free virtual card that's saving you $25. So capitalize on this promo, and it is until further notice.
Over to you, Mr. Al. You're muted.
Thank you, Mr. Eric. Thank you. I just want to make a comment on the that video because it was a little dated. You know, we do have limits, and we have altered them a bit because now we have MasterCard and Visa, so we're trying to be compliant with both those. So just want to kind of clear some things up. With regards to the plastic card, it's a $5,000 daily spending limit, and it's a monthly load of 50,000. Okay. Now you can get 2 or 3 cards if you like. We're just kind of complying with the standards. And then the metal card is 15,000, and the load limit is 250,000. However, we will be coming out with a silver card, a gold card, and a VIP platinum card. Those limits are going to go through the moon. So we'll have those available in the future. I just want to kind of debrief on that, let everybody know that, you know, we did this because we're trying to comply with both Visa and MasterCard now, because you're going to have either or both in your wallet or in your purse, let's say. So I just want to make sure those are clear, but still very generous. And in the metal card, the great thing is if you want to go out and get a high ticket transaction, like Mr. Neville here probably wants to go out and get a sports car, you'll be able to contact and apply with Bancus for a one-time extension for that transaction, and they will approve it, I'm sure, because that would be within the parameters. Okay, thank you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you. That is beautiful. And to note, I did come across in the chat where Mr. Al answered a question when person asked how long it would take for a card to arrive once ordered. And would you like to elaborate on that a little bit, Brother Al?
Yeah, and my crystal ball that I've got out tonight, we're looking at the USA probably in about 3 to 4 week time limit or less.
Mhm.
Again, we've just started moving cards out. In some countries, we've had a little resistance. We've got some cards held up right now in Jamaica at customs. Curacao just got some cards. So, we're saying 3 to 4 weeks, but we're pushing less.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that share. Now, folks, we showed you a little bit of the ecosystem, okay? And now we want to fast forward, if you will, to not there, I'm sorry, our sales commission as well as our top off commissions. Okay, how it all works. First, let's go to the sales commission. The sales commission is the one-time hit, meaning you sponsor a person, or that person sponsors a person, or that person sponsors a person. What happens here, folks, is that when any of them purchase a card and you are the direct sponsor, or they're on your levels, second or third levels, you will literally get paid. You will get paid instantly. There's a 3-level card distribution. If you notice, there's a 10% for level 1. I'm sorry. Let me get my pointer here. There's a 10% for level 1, a 15% for level 2, and a 10% for level 3. Now we're showing you the metal as well as the plastic cards, the Elite and the 1 card. The Go is free to you upon purchase of either of these until further notice. So there's no commission to show there. All right. So we're going to show you how this works. When a person purchases the $85 card, now mind you, there's a shipping cost, but you only earn against the cost of the card, the net cost. There's an $85 purchase cost for the metal card with a $15 shipping. That's a total of $100. But when it comes down to the commission, you are paid $8.50 if the person you sponsored purchases the card. Folks, that's almost $10. You want to round it up, right? But this is where it gets really sweet. When that person is inspired to bring someone else on and they purchase a card, you're talking about a commission that you receive on level 2. You'll receive that commission of 15%. That's $12.75. That is absolutely almost $13, right? And then when that person moves to get someone to get a metal card, that becomes your level 3. That's another 10%. That's $8.50. So for the sake of saying, let's just look at one person doing everything they should do under your sponsorship. So now that means that you have now received $8.50 from that one person's purchase. He or she went out and got another person to purchase. You received an additional $12.75. And then that person went out to get another person to purchase, and you received $8.50. That's over $29 from just one person following through. Now, I want y'all to do something for me really quick. Really quick. I want you all to unmute your mics, and I want you to say, fortune is in the follow-ups, plural.
Fortune is
Fortune is in the follow-ups.
Is in the
Hallelujah. Plural.
follow-up.
Fortune is in the
Thank you.
follow-up.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, let me help you to understand the power of that. Now, I just explained to you what happens when one person follows through with one person, who then follows through with one person, who then follows through with one person. Now, the power of that, folks, is that every person you sponsor represents 3 levels of potential income coming back to you. And the percentages don't change. With the plastic card, you sponsor someone, you receive $3.50 on their purchase of that card. They sponsor someone, you receive $5.25 on the purchase of that card. And when they sponsor someone, you receive another $3.50 on the purchase of that card. One-time hits that can happen lifelong. Now, what do I mean by lifelong? We're talking about the power of exponential growth, exponential wealth. We're talking about the power of exponential growth. See, this is you at the top. You're at the top of everything you do. This is your organization. You sponsor one person, you got 10%. You sponsor they sponsor the person, you got 15%. That second level sponsor person, you got an additional 10%, right? But imagine if you sponsor more than one person. Imagine if you sponsor 2 people. Then you position yourself to have 4 people on level 4. You position yourself to have 8 people on level 3. But suppose you're Mr. Neville and you sponsor 130 people. You understand? Take 130, multiply it by 3. 130, multiply it by 3. Mr. Neville, if you're available, what does that come out to?
I think he's got more than 130 now, Mr. Eric.
Oh, well, shut my mouth.
In fact, I don't know if he's Mr. Neville. How many do you have in your first level now?
135.
Good gracious of life. That just goes to show you folks, all shut eyes aren't asleep. Mr. Neville, take that 135, multiply it by 3. How many levels of potential income are you looking at?
Let me pull out my super calculator. Said 135 times 3, right?
Yes, sir.
405.
405 levels of potential income, folks. But it doesn't stop there. You know why he had to look it up? Because that's not where his money is really made. I'm just going to tell you straight up what we enjoy here. The reason why he had to look it up is because we earn from another superpower called passive residual income. You see this top-up commissions? This is the other way that we earn here. Each time a user tops up a card, Bancus rewards its referral network with 1% distributed across 3 levels. No, before I get there, let me share something with you that I negated. My apology. Didn't want to confuse anybody here. Where does that 1% come from? We have a fee structure in Bancus. The only fee Bancus charges is when we take that money we put on deposit and load it onto our card to make use of this global payment system. So that 4% charge breaks down like this. If you move $100 and put it onto your card from your crypto holdings, Bancus charges 4%. So $100 means that Bancus receives $4. Okay, but this is the power of it. 1% of that 4% fee comes back to the network, to the field. And that's what Mr. Neville enjoys without having to say it. This is solid power. This is power that we enjoy. The sales commission is great. It's a one-time hit. But what it's also, it serves to be, is an engine for people over and over and over and over uploading or topping off their cards to make use of it. So each time a user tops up a card, Bancus rewards its referral network, which is us, all of us, with 1% distributed across 3 levels. So if you're building an organization and you have level 1 activity, you're going to receive 0.285% of that. Let me tell you how that works. We just came through an amazing holiday season as we close out 2025 coming into 2026. All right. And people were topping off to the tune of $50,000 total, right? Let me tell you how that worked out. See, 50,000 top off 1% of that is $500. And if that person is on your level one, you receive 0.285% of $500. If they're on your level two, which is more than level one, you receive 0.43% of that $500. And on level three, 0.285% of $500. If they fall on either of these levels, if you add up these levels, they all equal 1%. If you fall on any of these levels within your organization, if they fall rather, you are paid. And then here's the real true power. This is residual income. It comes over and over because it's unlimited activity. But this keeps the sustainability of Bancus as a card entity. Remember, that 4%, 3% is just the cost of doing business. But the 1%, Bancus rewards us. And if you were to take the 100 plus, the 110, 120,000 of us that are part of it, you'll find that that 1% waxes well with all of us in the event that it finds favor on us. This is why you want to be here tomorrow. This is why you want to be here on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Not on this platform. It has its own Zoom location, and the only way you're going to find it is to follow the information that is on the screen. You want to send an email with the message Bancus3K with your full name, email address, phone number, and the name of your Bancus sponsor or nearest upline person. You're going to send that email to the wealthminister@gmail.com. The reason why we're doing it this way, because we'll know if you're serious if you follow those rules. Any deviation from the rule does not give you a response on where we can be found. Just plain and simple. So, Bank of Us, this is Bancus, folks. This is where we are. And I'd like to now turn it over to Mr. Al Arends, and then anything after that, any questions you might have, we'll open up the floor for that. But before I open up the floor for that, I will stop the recording. So, Mr. Al, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Eric. Awesome presentation and training. I wanna have a little fun, okay? Because we need to have a little fun. Always a little fun.
Right.
All right, and this is all good fun. So I want to ask Mr. Neville here, who's got 135 personal.
Hold on, I just refreshed and it went up 2 more, 137.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm talking about. 137. Now, Mr. Neville, you've gotten paid 137 times at 10%, right?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. How many do you now have on your second level?
Second level, let me refresh that.
You get the current number now.
That's 215.
215. And what about your third level, sir?
237.
237. So when you think about this, everybody, we've got 137 on the first level, 215, and 237. So he's gotten paid 589 times when all those levels purchased their card. Wonderful. Congratulations. But we're talking about massive passive residual income. I'm going to use that logo all the time now. Massive passive residual income, because, ladies and gentlemen, he has 589 people out there in the United States, out of the United States, morning, noon, and night. Every time they load their card to use their card, he's getting paid. Think about that. 589. Now we've got to go to Mr. Eric here. Mr. Eric, how many do you have on your first level at the moment, sir?
My first level is 161, I believe.
Excellent. How the second level?
Second level, let me see if I can
You can look.
I have devices here. Hold 1 second.
Okay, that's all right. Because, gang, ladies and gentlemen, anybody can do this. All you need to do, a closed mouth does not get fed, as the good book says. All we need to do is share this information. So 161 times Mr. Eric got paid that when they purchased a card, amazing.
Okay. Let's see if I can get to the
See,
exact
his
way.
numbers are so big. Huh?
400 and can I see this? Is it 405?
On
Four
the second level?
second level. No, it's showing 387, 387,
387 on the second level. How about the third?
387, 161. I can't see my screen. 490, 499.
499. So let's have some fun. Let's add that up. Again, this isn't competing, this is just motivating and promoting how anyone can do this. 1,047. So Mr. Eric has 1,047 individuals in the US, outside the US. Every time they load the card to use a card, he's getting.
Whee!
How does that make you feel, Mr. Eric?
As my mentor used to say to me, ain't it great?
How about you, Mr. Neville?
It's amazing when you got a product that you can share with the world. And like you said, massive, passive.
Massive passive residual income, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is about. And you can do it too. And then you'll be coming to Mexico City with us. So back to you, Mr. Eric. I just wanted to highlight that because, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric here is very humble. He's very modest. And I respect that. But at times, because we have to, we have to be mindful of what we want to do is how we want to promote this to everybody. Anybody and everybody can do this. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, everybody, because these gentlemen are amazing, but each and every one of you can do this too. Each and every one of you can do this too.
Thank you.
I just want to say, this is a fun business to share because we have a product that this is not a lotion or potion. This is a product that is in world demand. Whether you're an individual, eventually, you have companies that's going to come on board this card. And when you look at trading time for dollars in a job, and I don't know what people have to do for survival, but I learned years ago when I was 19, 20 about residual income. And I was in traditional business models that were much harder work. There was no YouTube and social media and different type of tools you had like Zooms around back then. You had to do belly to belly, talking to people and grinding. So this is a system that we can easily get out to the world. Is going to allow you to, if you want to build it, it's going to reward you. And when you earn money while you sleep, no job can do that. No bank is going to do that. They want to take your money and leverage your money. That's why they call it fractional reserve lending. They don't you put your money in the bank, they make interest off your money. You use the right systems, you're able to leverage your own money around the world with like-minded people here, and you can build a fortune. And you can utilize and travel the world with a product that you're paying. You own the product, you're a boss. You can travel the world and leverage this product, and it gives you that advantage. So we just share this and we build because we know that people are going to want this product. And that's what drive me to it, because I know being in this space over 10 years, we didn't have a card like this. This is a unique card to me and stand alone from anything else out there. So this is my passion. I know we have a Rolls Royce with this card. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, folks, we're going to go to hands to get the questions. And simply just go to your react button on your screen, on your Zoom. There's a heart shape there. And you just click on that heart and just select raise hand. It will post a hand, and then we'll be able to unmute and acknowledge you. All right. The first hand I do see is Flora Samuel. Flora Samuel, you can unmute. Oh, wait. Don't say anything yet.